Hi, I'm Sydney, and this is my partner Haley, and our topic is how social media pushes adolescent girls away from their authentic selves. And the format that we chose was a multimedia presentation, which would be a slideshow plus embedded video clips. All right, so the winner is the multimedia presentation, because we decided that this was the best way to convey our content in our topic, how social media pushes adolescent girls away from their authentic selves. Um, because the hybrid format of the multimedia presentation includes written information about our topic, our analysis, embedded clips from interviews and research, and testimonials. Compared to other contestants, the multimedia presentation marks all the check boxes necessary for victory. We believe this format is strongest because it easily integrates experiences from real girls and women through video interviews, aside to make it easier to organize the hierarchy of our project. A presentation may be a more digestible format when providing information plus other media. It combines human experiences with written analysis and provides links to mental health help services, and it's easy and accessible to viewers. In conclusion, the multimedia presentation provides both written analysis and testimonials from real women and girls in a simple, combinable format.
Okay, so moving on to the rejected contestants, we rejected both the podcast episode and the short documentary. So together we both agreed that a podcast was not the best format for our topic. Though it was appealing, there was just too much information being thrown at the audience. It was going to be really hard for all of our information to be completely digested. And our topic, you need to have like a decent grasp to like fully understand like the complexity and the effect that it has on these adolescent girls. Podcasts are supposed to be very engaging and informative to their viewers. While our research is very informative, it's just hard to keep the audience engaged and entertained enough to get the true message. And then for the short documentary, this format, what we decided against it because of the amount of time needed to invest in it. Although we hypothetically find women on campus to share their experiences with social media, this format would clash with our schedule. It did have some appeal to us, though, because real women near us share their stories, but working on this project as a commuter would simply be too much of a hassle compared to our formats. Also, a documentary typically follows a certain period of time in one individual. Trying to track down an adolescent girl that uses social media and tracking her progress as she grew older would be pretty much impossible for the time frame that we have. For the reasons above, we decided a multimedia presentation would be better as we could embed videos in our project and get similar results without having to burden ourselves with too much outside work.
All right, so for the backstage crew, our support kit, in order to make our multimedia presentation perform its absolute best, we have included the following: interviews from real girls who've had challenges with self identity and social media, testimonials from ourselves as girls who grew up in Gen Z using social media, Google Slides tools to assist in embedding different types of media and text, visuals that studies and charts showing the real impact of social media on the adolescent girls' development, and research on the negative effects of social media on adolescent girls and how they lose their self-sense.
All right, so moving on to our remaining questions. One of the questions that we still have left is how do we actually limit the screen time and influence that social media has on these girls? Yes, we can say that we can just cut out social media's presence, but we can't. But can we actually make that happen enough so that the influence isn't so strong on these girls? We both feel as if we've done enough research to gain the information that is needed to fully understand our topic. Our sources are strong and give us what we need. We don't have any undecided thoughts or prompts. We both feel prepared and feel confident in the way that our project is going, and we have really truly improved with the feedback that has been given to us.
As our final justification, the multimedia presentation wins because it lets us perform that tension, inviting the audience to experience the same curated, fragmented, hypervisual environment that adolescent girls are immersed in daily. This medium mirrors the message. We're talking about a digital environment that shapes identity, so using digital tools helps us show the impact rather than just describe it. This format performs effectively and most accurately.